Hey everybody, November 16th. Hope everybody's doing well. A couple old messages and a couple things to speak about today. This is number 121. I'll read number 122 as well. The songs of heaven dwindle there, floating through the windless air. Angelic harmonies of holiest voice. Listen with hearts, 'tis your choice. Constant song for all to hear, for all of us both far and near. Unbidden, they flow through time, pulsing with their perfect rhyme. Man has not conceived such beauty, sent to us by wings of duty. With human ears we can't discern, spirit inside can only yearn. Open your heart to all that's given, with intense hunger you shall be driven, to experience all there is to see, and feel and hear, and that's free, all that's free. Christ's the King, the key to open the door, to peace, love, and so much more. Here again's the rhythm and rhyme, talking about the frequencies from heaven. Songs of heaven dwindle there, floating through the windless air, unseen, unheard. Angelic harmonies of holiest voice, listen with hearts, 'tis your choice. A constant song for all to hear, for all of us, both far and near. Unbidden, they flow through time, constantly coming, without being asked, pulsing with their perfect rhyme. Man has not conceived such beauty, sent to us by wings of duty and angels. With human ears we can't discern, we can't hear. Spirit inside can only yearn. Open your heart to all that's given. With intense hunger you shall be driven, to experience all there is to see, and feel and hear all that's free. Everything of God is free. You know, when you open your heart, and the mind follows, and then you, in time, and you believe and experience things and believe all you experience, and ask for discernment. Again, they're telling us that you will be able to discern and hear all that your heart does yearn. Your heart's desires is what he's talking about. Christ is the key to open the door to peace, love, and so much more. Very short, very specific. Excuse me. Number 122. What do you deem important in life? Is it your children? Is it your wife? Husbands, honor the woman before you. Love and light, heart and mind, too, shall meld into one glorious union. Necessities of life provided shall be. Give unto others, seek holy communion. Accept him as well and be set free. So again, all your needs will be provided for. Just you have a charitable heart, giving heart, help others, give unto others, seek holy communion with him, and accept him, and then you'll be set free. It's a wonderful feeling. Simple it is, all that is needed for you to be happy, content, and completed. Glorious, not things of this world aren't going to make you feel completed or happy. Glorious things to behold all who hear. No more suffering, pain, loneliest tear. Be of good cheer, lift up thine eyes, lay open the door deep inside. Spirits and angels fill the skies, heavenly voices they cannot hide. See with the eyes within you were given, so your spiritual eyes, spiritual sight. Hear with the ears and all will be driven, your spiritual hearing. Away from you your gaze so long it had blocked the door deep inside that was locked. Held the key for so long waiting for you. Jesus, he has the key, he has the master key. You can't unlock it yourself, he has the master key. Held the key for so long waiting for you, to your doors, the doorway, to the walls, your fortress inside. To merely ask it, his love for us so true. Held the key for so long waiting for you to merely ask it, his love for us so true. Just ask. He will help unlock the door and help you to destroy your walls of Jericho. Jesus is Lord. All despair he shall diminish that's inside you. And the road before you will be clear to the finish. You'll be able to see. You can't see the path before you when you hide behind the walls. So, very short, succinct to the point. And that ties into speaking about putting God first. You have to put God first. Now, how many people I've talked to, and they just cannot put God first. You have to have the attitude that, hey, if Jesus stood before you and said, hey, I need you to do this, and then you say, okay, yes, Lord, he leaves, and you go off and do other things, and say, I'll get to it when I get to it, that's not putting God first. And then you expect him to help you in difficult times, you expect him to help you at the end. Why? You blew him off. You ignored him. You denied him. Remember, Peter denied him 3 times. Peter, who swore up and down, I would never deny you, denied him 3 times. Every time you reject something directly from God, you reject these messages or any other kind of communication, anything he's trying to teach you or show you or give you to do, you're rejecting him. You're denying him. Do not deny him. If he gives you instruction, or something to do, a purpose, a task, then you need to do it. Now. Not later. Doesn't matter what's going on. You can't put your children ahead of him. You can't put your parents or your family and when your family ahead of him. You can't put your job ahead of him. You can't put anything ahead of him. What did he say? Anyone who does not hate their mother, their father, their sister, their brother, their children, life itself, is not fit to follow me. Does that mean you hate them and you ignore them? No. It means anybody who cannot put them after him is not fit to follow him. I'm telling you right now, the percentage of people in this world that are fit to follow him based on that guideline, maybe 1%, 2 at the absolute most out of the billions of people in this world. That's pretty sad. So it's not surprising why he said 2 men will be working in the field, 1 will be taken, 1 will not. 2 women will be sitting, weaving, or looming, 1 will be taken, 1 will not. That's just basic believers. 50% won't be taken. Many who think they're going to be taken will not be taken. Will not be taken. You're fooling yourself. God gives you something to do it. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Is it easy? When you get in the habit of putting him first, yeah, it's easy. When you're in the habit of putting yourself and everybody else first, and life first, then yeah, it's difficult. Better learn to do it quick, because your time's running out. Do not think that you have years and years and years and decades to do it. I don't care how young you are. Do not think that way. That's a bad way to look at it. You need to look at it as your time is up when you go to bed tonight. That's the priority you need to make, what he gives you. So keep God first. Brings me to chaos and balance. I was driving home yesterday afternoon, an appointment in the afternoon, towards the middle of town. It's only 10 miles away. Getting there wasn't too bad, traffic, but coming back in rush hour, no matter what highway, what primary road, secondary road, tertiary road was on, backed up. Oh my God. I'm just sitting looking at these people like, what chaos and nonsense is their life? They're all rushing about, dealing with the stress of their jobs, trying to get ahead, driving in that traffic mess. It's crazy. It's insanity. So also they can keep their big house or get a bigger house, keep their stuff that they own and possess. For what? They're slaves. I'm just looking at every one of them is a slave. Oh, those people in those houses, yeah, they're nice, but slaves. All the people in this line that's slowing me down, slaves, 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 slaves. Jesus freed us up from the slavery of sin, sin being this world. He's freed us up. Yet we enslave ourselves willingly, like stupid sheep, stupid lambs to the slaughter. You're not a slave. You are not a slave to this world or anything in this world. You're not a slave, period, unless you choose to be. You choose to become a slave. Choose to not be a slave. Let go of everything in this world. Get your priorities in order. God first. Everything else behind it. And let go of some of the stuff. Don't worry about, I gotta do this and put up with all this nonsense and craziness and chaos and stress and politics and kiss people's butt. So I can move up the ladder of what? The more you attain in this world, and the higher up you go, first of all, the higher up you go, the further you got to fall. The more you attain, the more you got to lose. Why? Why are you doing it? Well, I'm going to enjoy the time and have a party and really live it up the time I'm here. And what did he say? What benefit does it? What profit has the man to attain the world when he loses his soul? That's crazy. It's crazy. Why waste your time? Why waste your time? Think, oh, I'm going to forge my own existence. I'm going to enjoy things while I can. Guess what? Whether you believe or not, you're going to suffer in the end. Which ties us to these people, all these disasters. And if you do, even while you're doing that, at least begin to lessen it by seeking balance. Whether it's once a day, go put some soft music on, whatever you really enjoy that relaxes you, and do that each day. Take a day off, try a day off from all of that chaos to maintain your balance until you get yourself and your priorities in order. It's very essential. It is best to these disasters and these mass killings have been going on, and they're going to increase. He said in a message back in August that the angels begin to move water and stone. And we've been seeing all the floods from the hurricanes, we've seen the earthquakes, 2 more earthquakes the last few days, the fires, all these shootings and killings and terrorist attacks increasing, and they're going to get worse. They're going to get worse. Now, two things to realize is, don't feel sorry for the people whose lives are lost, even if they're children. Don't feel sorry for them. They're lucky. They're blessed. They're taken up and they're being processed. And their time, again, everybody leaves this world when it's their time. You know, God sets that alarm clock, that timer at conception. When it goes off, they're gone. So all those people who were lost in those disasters or those killings, their time was up anyways, whether that would have happened or not. They could have all been in their homes, and they all would have passed away one way or another. So God just, okay, I got a bunch whose timer is coming up, bring them all together. There's an opportunity to take them all. Now, whether he says, hey, devil, why don't you do it this way, or use the devil to do that, he may. Or he allows it to happen, he may. You know, we don't know everything that God, how he does things. But the simple thing is that it was their time. They were going to go anyway. And because of the time, they truly believe, and they're being taken up, because he said that the poor will be taken up, and the true believers be taken up first. You know, like before, the chosen and gifted, servants like me, and so many thousands and tens of thousands of others around the world, will be taken up, and everybody else, other believers, will be led to these safe havens by angels, and everybody else is going to suffer. Everybody else is going to suffer. So they're blessed. They're being processed. And they tell me that all the time. They're being processed. They're being processed into light. So they're okay. Don't feel sorry for them. Feel sorry for the ones left behind, because they've got to deal with what's coming ahead for them. And they may be being tested too, like the ones at the church, like the message from the victim at the church shooting. The spirits or the angel said, those left behind, do not worry about them. They passed their final test. And you read and hear how those people reacted, very forgiving, haven't affected their faith in any way, shape, or form. So they had a test. They passed the test. So some people, some of these in these disasters, are also a test. Now, how people act or react to it are being tested. That haven't had their final test yet. I've passed all my tests and trials. They told me that. But everybody else got tests and trials, and we have tests and trials, just like pop quizzes in school. You never know when you're going to have them. Now, we're getting close to the end of time. These will be big exams, final exams for some people. Like how people react to all these disasters and these mass shootings. You know, your first responders that come in here, you know, they're passing tests all the time. How people react during it. From passing tests, many are failing. Like something like the Las Vegas shooting. All those ones that panicked and ran over everybody and trampled people and hurt other people just to save themselves. Failed. I hope they get it together before their time is up. They failed. First responders, going in, bullets flying, passed their test all the time. Those who came in, tried to help out, passed their test. Those who were there trying to help protect others or shield others with their bodies, absolutely passed their test, flying colors. Those other ones that panicked and hurt everybody. I mean, I saw some of the videos pushing people out of the way so they can get out of there. And you never know how you're going to act in those situations. But remember, that's a test. Those people failed the test. God bless the other ones that passed the test. Have mercy on those who failed the test. Those are the ones to pray for. And pray for those ones that are grieving, that they will be comforted and pass their test and be able to forgive and grow in faith. It's easy to keep the faith when everything's going good for you. But when things are going bad and seeing all the bad things happen, that's the test of faith. You know? In other words, it's easy to pass the exam and test if you get all the answers, a cheat sheet. It's harder to pass it when you don't have that. So that's the way to look at it. Time I have 16 minutes. Also, opening up, as I mentioned before, making a nightly sin and guilt offering. You know, that's the greatest chance to have a simple, very important act of charity. You're tithing up your burdens that's still inside you and all the sin and guilt that you've committed, taken upon yourself during that day. You're offering it up to Him as a sacrifice, as a tithe. And again, those angels take it, and it's recycled, basically. It's transformed as something good for those suffering in spirit and soul and in heart. You know, so you're helping to save a soul every time you do that. Now, when you think of the sins that you and the guilt that you accumulate each day, seek forgiveness. Confess it to Him. He already knows it. And ask forgiveness, which He's already given. Then turn around and thank Him for that. And then look at it, hey, yes, I've done this and committed these sins or have taken this guilt, but that's more for you. Turn around immediately, offer it up to Him as a sacrifice to help save a soul. How awesome is that? He's giving you the opportunity each day to take your wrongs, your sins, any guilt you've accumulated, any shame, any of that stuff, and all that was still in you already. He's giving you the opportunity each day. It's like, hey, yeah, I screwed up, but here, take it. I don't want to hang on to it. It's like somebody gave you a hot potato. No, you don't want to hang on to it. Turn around and give it back up to Him. He'll turn it into something good. So you've taken each day all that you've done wrong, forgive yourself because He's forgiven you, and give it away to Him. And you're helping to save a soul. Somewhere you're helping to save a soul. That's awesome. Doesn't mean go out and sin. Oh, okay, it's okay, I sinned. I'm just going to give it away anyways and be just helping to save a soul. Don't look at it that way. You still want to try not to sin. When you do, don't hang on to that guilt. Forgive yourself. God's forgiven you. Let it go and offer it up. No matter what it is, offer it up. And just let it go. Be done with it. Don't hang on to it through the night, the next day. Just let it go. Here, take it, Jesus. Thank you, praise God. How awesome is that? He's giving you opportunity every single day to immediately get rid of it. That's amazing. It's an amazing gift. Another thing I wanted to mention about soldiers. So we pray for our veterans. We thank our veterans. Be sure to thank your veterans, no matter what country you're in. Thank your veterans. Because realize this: all soldiers everywhere, for most of the time, especially this day and age, are just pawns, chess pieces on a chessboard. They're manipulated by those in power, in government, in corporations, in the hidden kingdoms, financial kingdoms, to use them, sacrifice them endlessly, so they can preserve their power and their riches. You know, like our soldiers over in Afghanistan. God bless them. God keep them safe. What are they protecting? National security? No, they're not. In Afghanistan? No, they're not. They're helping keep those in power in Afghans safe so they can get richer. And they're helping protect the interests of the corporations that are pillaging, basically, the natural resources from that land and making money, getting richer and richer. So you have corporations and government officials and corporate officials, financial institutions, all getting richer, while soldiers are giving their lives. I don't care what country they're fighting for. It's all just so somebody can maintain power and get wealthier and more powerful. They're greed and corruption. So pray that these soldiers, when it comes down to it, they will all drop their weapons and refuse to fight for their masters. Because they're all the same. They all have families and loved ones. They'd rather have them home. Yet they think they're giving themselves for the country, and they are, in their hearts, in their minds. But those in power, they don't care about them. They don't care about them. They use them, manipulate them so they can keep their power and their wealth and become more powerful and more wealthy. So pray for the soldiers. God bless them. That when the time comes, they won't be fighting each other, and they won't be killing innocent people. They'll refuse to fight. Let the leaders and those in power, let them fight to keep their properties and their wealth and their power. Let them fight it out. Protect the soldiers. Pray the soldiers to be protected from that evil that's in the world. For that, God bless the soldiers, our veterans everywhere, from all countries. God bless you. Peace of Jesus Christ. Amen.